Hey, what's going on? Now we back on here with a new video. I'm about to talk loud so everybody can hear me on that video. Hopefully you can cut the volume up if you're listening via your cell phone or via your laptop, computer, what have you. Hopefully the volume come off. Now, as you can tell, these are first gen videos. All right, as I dive into this thing a little bit more, get my setup right, with the nice camera, like some of these guys when they playing their video games and people watching, they getting 12 million views or whatnot on Twitch and all them other the shows that and people that got their own fancy YouTube channel, that have fancy equipment and things of that nature. Um, but for me, it's I'm not looking for the fanfare. That to me, that's fanfare, but I know it's warranted because people want to hear what you're saying. They want to see you in a better light, and so I can respect that on that note. A lot of people say I've been attacked because they say I hate other races. I have never came off and said I hate no races. I think if you listen to my videos that's been already posted, you'll see that I'm champion for all races. Even the people down, I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. If you just happen to watch this video and it's your first video, I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, and we have the KKK and they have their freedom of speech here in Stone Mountain. Seem to be one of their most popular spots. And outside of the immediate Atlanta, Georgia area, I'm talking about the inner city of Atlanta. You go to some of those rural areas of Georgia, you still get that racist undertone. So, um, but everybody has their right of opinion. The line is crossed is when you think that the same levels of disrespect that we had back in the slavery days and even in the civil rights movement stands today. Now, let me sit up a little bit because I don't got real relaxed and shit. So let me go ahead and sit up. All right, now, what I mean by that is we shouldn't be walking down the street calling people the N word while you screaming white power or whatever the hell you want to scream. Say what you say. I don't been to those KK rallies. I don't see people with the flags and tattoos and all that mess. That's their opinion. I'm not here to change nobody's opinion on how they feel. Just like somebody pumping religion on me and saying you got to be a Baptist, you got to be a Christian, a Jew. I'm not here to pump religion. I'm not here to take no do that. Tell them folks, hey, the line here. You're a human being. No matter how you feel about me, you can call me an N word all day with the ER and put the emphasis on it. With that country slang that Caucasians have, that's deep Southern, if you will. Get out of here, nigger. That real that y'all have. All right. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna show you respect as a human being. Because while you think you hate my race, you fail to realize that there's only one planet and it's Earth, and we are on this planet. So at the end of the day, if something happened to this fucking planet, you would switch sides and be like, "Oh shit, fuck the dumb shit." Yes, unite as one. Just like this whole fucking country. If somebody was to attack the United States, all that dumb shit, and I do mean all that dumb shit, will come to an end. Just like gang members form a truce, the Blood, the Crips, the Gangster Disciples, etc., etc. They form a truce in the times of crisis and shit out here in these streets. And that'd be the same with all these other so-called beliefs, if you will. I was gonna say religious, but they're not religious. Just cultural beliefs, if you will, or whatever the hell term you want to come up with. It's fine. But I don't hate all races. I'm a champion for all races here. My videos and my personal stand is to stand up for all races, to be inclusive. Uh, White, black, Hispanic, Puerto Rican, Latina, Asian American, Filipino Americans, Muslim Americans. Come on, can I say Native Americans 100 times because we forget who country it is. All right, and any other race that I may have left out. Mixed race. There's a lot of you know interracial relationships and interracial kids, if you will, from mixed race, and they have to decide. And that's another topic as well that I hear about where uh, kids that's coming from a mixed race background decide more who they lean to based on their lightness or darkness of skin or what have you. Um, but that's a topic I need to dive into. But let me just stick to the point here. I'm on for all, and even LGTB community. And I apologize if I said that wrong, but lesbian, gay, transgender, that community as well. Because at the end of the day, we all are human beings, all right, on this planet Earth. I don't know why y'all think that just because you screaming white power, you're going to go to Mars in a couple of hours. You still on Earth, and if anything happens to this planet, you're going to be goddamn. All right. So some of that nonsense, I just, oh man, whatever. All right. But the border is what I'm saying. That line of you coming on a horse, burning crosses, throwing shit in the windows, screaming that bullshit like they did back in the civil rights movement and further beyond. That line is done. That level of disrespect is over. That right there, African Americans, we not tolerating that shit anymore. You can scream a white power across the street all you want to. That's your opinion. And as a human being, I respect you, male, female, and even if you want to teach your young ones, walk around with a Confederate flag. Do what you do. All right. But at a certain point, that smaller, younger generation will break that cycle. Some have already, especially with this new millennial generation, and even the generation that's not even born at the time of this video. So as we move forward, just like let me put this in there so to get my point across, just like marijuana will be legalized in all 50 plus states in the United States before you die. And a lot of these baby boomer generation ass motherfuckers want to stall the legislation like they ain't gonna never die. But I forgot Eddie Bishop, Eddie L. Long ass nigga, the dude that was, in Atlanta, preacher. He had a recent video of him. He claimed he wanted to live to be 100 years old. I mean, I don't even understand why I even added that segment in this video. But let's move on, please. All right. But for that generation that don't think they're gonna die, that baby boomer generation, you're gonna die. All right. Damn. So we will have marijuana legalized in all 50 plus states, as well as this deep seated racist undertone that even other countries around this globe is noticing in the United States. And the United States love to brag about their army. We got the best army in the world. Yet you got prisoners in jail cells making their helmets to protect their head and nonsense. You got these police officers walking around here with bulletproof vests, but the soldiers don't have none. Why they don't have bulletproof boots on and pants? They got that material down there in Central and South America. They got bulletproof shirts. This thin ass shirt, you can go down to South America and get you a thin ass shirt like this. That's bulletproof. But do the United States do the North American? Do we invest in that fuck shit? Cause Central and South America got that shit. What about North America? But we the safest, coolest, bestest ass army in the world though. I'm not gonna see. I'm giving too much segments to dumb shit that I wasn't even fucking talking about. But on that segment, let's say rest in peace to all the fallen soldiers. I didn't say all the black soldiers. I said all the fallen soldiers that have ever died going to battle for the United States. Rest in peace to all of them. Because all of them were human beings and they need the dignity and respect. The sad thing about it is the United States sent them over there with the fucking pre-notion that they knew and was hoping that they weren't coming back home. And damn near was upset some of them did. Go get your fucking history book. You see how them folks was spitting on them folks and condemning them folks when they came back from war. So get your motherfucking knowledge on. Don't take my word for it. Go Google that shit. For everybody that want to be all on the internet and shit, go get your Googling on and see how the soldier was spitted on and shit, condemned and shit when they came back over here. And you think the United States give a fuck about you? All these man-made diseases they do every year. Every year. You don't think that statement I just said is true, but go look it up. Last year, 2015, it was Ebola. This year, Zika. 2016. Next year, I'm dying. I'm sitting right here in this chair, and I'm sitting here waiting. What the hell 2017 is going to be? And 18, 19, and 20, and beyond. Because every year, it's really a part of that that generation population control that they're trying to implement in the United States, which they sign them executive orders with those other countries like the UN, if you will, to kind of curve this growth. Now, I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but you see it every year. Mad cow, West Nile virus, scars, just every year something new. And then the kicker is they always say it's a super bug that we ain't never ever seen before, and the antibiotics that we have no longer is going to destroy that disease. What? Really? And then take this. This is what's funny to me. They sit here asking people to sign up and be test rats for Zika. We're going to inject you with the Zika and hope to God or whoever you believe in, if you will, that your antibodies kick in and fight back against that disease. Because if it don't, your ass is dead. But they want you to volunteer now. We're not going to pay you. No, we're not going to pay you. No, not in the United States. You can volunteer though. Yeah. Come on down here. Yeah, just like they did with the flu vaccine. Y'all getting that flu vaccine every year, and all that they doing is injecting you with the flu, hoping that your antibodies recognize that hey, this strain here is flu, defeat it. Because if your antibodies don't, then you sit here and lose out. And the worst thing about that is when you take that flu vaccine and your antibodies actually do kill that disease, your antibodies is not going to actually be ready for this real flu because they don't spend so much time preparing for that disease that they just inject you with, which may not be the version of flu that you actually get out here in the real world. I carry on though. All right. I'm not going to spend too much time on that. I'll just be real with yourself. Do not think the United States give a about you. And I don't care what race you are. You can white, black, it don't matter. Suburban mom, soccer mom, I don't give a do not think that the United States care about you. Wake up. Just don't even take my word for it. Just watch and just question certain things. And even if you start to question the smaller things, you'll start to say, well, damn, that kind of is kind of off. And before you know it, that little small little question that you had gonna get bigger and bigger, and you're gonna realize what the hell I'm talking about. And then they're gonna show you. Now, what country is asking you to volunteer for a disease that's killing folks? Come on now. But look, again, I'm not gonna spend too much time on it. I'm gonna let you do y'all homework on that, and you can see, and you can ask yourself why the United States got those UN vehicles on the expressways. Why do the United States have black disposable caskets out there in the open fields of different parts of this country? All right, there's just certain questions you can ask yourself. And for us as a race, I'm not here to hate on no race. I don't care how you feel about African Americans or how you feel about, me in general, whatever the case may be. But when we have social issues that go on in this country and you have another race that turns a blind eye to it, and we need to have a voice for us, not just when we are attacked by officers and we are killed in that way, but we need to have a voice for when we turn against our own self, which is really part of this Illuminati mess that we get caught up in, which I never understand that because we quick to shoot each other out here in the streets for a pair of shoes. But when there's real issues going on, we just sit right here and record it and just say ooh and ah and ah. That part I'm not understanding, and that's what's really bothering me. Like, when are we gonna really step up and say, you know what? Let's let's really be the change that we want to see. Let's help this new millennial generation of all races. All right, all races that want to be a part. I got this new movement, and I won't put the name out there yet because I want to make sure the name is not already taken. But it's bigger than me, and it's bigger because it keeps going after I'm done with it, and whoever want to be a part of it. So like the civil rights movement, where you can take that name and still roll with it. But I got a new name that I want to use, just like they got Black Lives Matter, that dumbass shit. I got something that's a little bit deeper than that, and it has a deeper meaning. But this is just a quick video, another 14 minutes, 15 minutes, if you will. But look, again, I'll be back on here. We're gonna do this thing real professional.